All right, everyone, welcome back to the 2020 Silver Cup presented by Discs Mania and Rollin' Ridge. This is round one, back nine coverage. I'm Nate Perkins, joined here with Kev Jones.
Thanks, guys, for joining. Thanks, Nate, for having me on. And thank you, Parsay, for the beautiful coverage of this event in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. We have some good scores coming in right now. Yourself at 6 under, which is really great for the front nine. JohnE also with 5 under, coming in hot behind. This is going to be hole 10. We had a long walk from hole 9 to get to this hole, probably 300-400 yards, maybe more. And here we are, a reachable par 4 with a Mando on the right side.
Yeah, you got a Mando early, and then you got a late Mando that forces you to play up that middle that we flew through.
Get out. Get out.
And there's so much wind coming off right to left, like it was just maybe a little early release, but also a bad wind read right there, and he's going to be in trouble on that left side.
So we were the group before you guys, and I know we had a right to left tailwind.
Yeah.
Did you guys have more of a right to left, you think?
No, there was definitely some tailwind involved. But it was swirling too, you know?
Yeah, it's tough
and I'm going for the forehand up the middle and just got it exposed a little too early, and that wind kind of pushed it out to that left side.
A positive note is that the left side is a little bit more workable than the right, I would say.
Yeah.
There's 2 huge bunker cedars in the way here, and the one on the left is way more workable than the one on the right.
Look at that, just ripping roller with a driver.
That could be the easiest birdie's ever had, or
jail.
Not possible to birdie.
Yeah, those cedars are not disc golf friendly.
Roller's a tough one for this, guys. This wind coming off the right, it's gonna immediately get your disc to flip. It's hard to know exactly what your disc is gonna do on the ground when it's really windy.
Okay, so that wind is gonna make it flip quicker.
I mean, theoretically, it should.
Yeah.
Kind of like we just saw Garrett's do. That's what happens a lot on rollers.
Looks like a little bit better angle right there.
He gets to vertical so fast, but he did it really well.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's past the gap. He's going to have a look. The McCrays have been coming to this event for 7 years.
Really, in a row?
Yep. They said it's one of their favorite spots on the tour, and they're actually hanging out in Wisconsin for about a month. Johnny's doing some clinics, and people love him up here. Going with a rare forehand.
Nicely done. Some terrible action on the ground. Still inside the circle, which is good. He could have been in some trouble over there. Not had a chance at birdie. Who was that? Gurthie?
That was Garrett. He was in jail, and he made a nice approach to the circle.
No. Just killed it.
It was a pretty small window, but I was pretty bummed to not get up in the circle. This is Nico's look for eagle 2. Looks like he's going to have to hit it on an Anheuser around that second tree.
Good try.
Probably got some wind coming off of his right side here, which is gonna make his putter act a little bit crazy, especially on his natural hyzer angle. Very nice hit.
It's a good up and down from that cedar.
Yeah, it is. JohnE gonna opt for the straddle putt. Not his normal putt inside the circle, right?
Yeah, he's usually going with the stagger. Yeah.
Usually stagger. Okay.
Yeah, this is probably a little uncomfortable for him. Oh, that wind just kind of held it up in the air.
Yep.
Sometimes when you get a little roll away like that, it kind of makes you think more than if you threw your shot to that position. You know, you throw it there and you're like, oh, this is my putt for birdie. If it rolls there, you're like, oh man, I could have been closer.
Yeah, you sometimes feel like you didn't deserve what you got. Nice putt there from you.
Sometimes those Mach X looks like it's just gonna swing it back out.
Yeah, so yeah, it does. They hold it. They kind of suspend it there in the air for a sec, but ultimately catching the pole better than any basket in the world.
Yeah.
You hit the pole on a Mach X, that's your best chance.
You think we'll see the basket get smaller in the future?
I doubt it, man.
Yeah, you think that this is the disc golf basket?
I mean, we've got hundreds of thousands of courses out there already with these baskets, and if it's windy, we struggle our butts off.
Yeah.
So the wind causes so much problems for us. If the basket was smaller in the wind, it would really affect our game. People would be laying up way more, which
would be different.
Yeah, it would be different.
Man, this is just such a difficult birdie right here. The window is precise, the ceiling is low, and the gap is more than 3/4 up the fairway. What do you like here, Kev?
I think
like the fairway play?
Yeah, it's definitely a stable fairway. I mean, if I were to pick anybody in the world to throw this, there's two people that come to my mind. It's going to be a little too high, and this shot takes the perfect shot to execute.
Yep.
But if I were to pick two people, I'd pick Emerson Keith and Calvin Heimberg.
Nice.
An eagle from Calvin and an explorer from Emerson.
Two players are really dialed right now.
Skip.
And Nikko
Further.
had it all perfect. He just threw it a little soft.
Right.
But he's going to have a circle 2 bid.
I've noticed that there's a little bit more room on the right side of the fairway. And the left side of the fairway can become jail if you're early left.
So jail over there, dude. That's early.
Early, yeah, you're going to be faced with nothing easy.
Dude, and it's so muddy right here. I'm like, all right, my knee is just like 2 inches down into the mud. The window is so small right here. I mean,
Well played.
Such a short shot, but I'm so pumped about it.
Yeah, you had to get it far to the left there. Oh, bad action.
Oh, my goodness.
You got one. Wow, cool.
What a cool angle
Yeah,
right
it's
there,
nice.
dude. I feel like we were playing a video game.
Kraig coming in hot with the follow behind cam.
What?
I
What?
cannot believe that.
That's so crazy.
Hey, birdies are hard to come by out here, and nice one there from Nikko.
And Johnny from a similar distance.
Yeah,
oh,
okay.
yes. And that arm keeps coming. Buckets right there from JohnE McCray. What an inspiration this guy is. Kevin, he is 48 years old competing at this level. I mean, disc golf really is a lifetime sport.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Oh. These guys are putting on a clinic, dude. Back-to-back-to-back replays.
Yeah, I'm speechless. 3 amazing putts.
And he knew it, too.
Yep.
Wow. Best of the bunch right there.
Yeah, it was.
It's a great save after that dirty roll away.
Yeah. And then good job by you right there to not get big putted.
Card's playing pretty well, man.
Yeah, nothing wrong with these scores right here.
It's kind of a tough stretch that we're on right now. Hole 12, 455 dead straight with a ceiling. It takes a special kind of shot to get all the way up there. I mean, if you can throw 420 feet dead straight, 5 feet off the ground, you're one of the best players in the world.
Easily. Easily, yep. Showing us this OB behind. If you were to throw a roller or something and it pured it, it could possibly go OB long, as well as maybe a nutted sidearm.
Nikko is actually going mid-range here, and he is just playing for the 3.
I'm doing exactly what Nikko's doing, so
It's a bogey can happen pretty quick here. If you're off on the left,
yeah,
it's
this
jail.
one's, it's a close one. It's a close one to like determine if you want to lay up or go for it.
Yeah.
Because where Johnny is, he's going to drop straight down. He's going to have a little basic putter and get his 3. So the majority of the time, even if you go for it, you're still going to get a 3. But it would be so frustrating to take a bogey in this hole.
Yeah.
And not many of us can handle that. That's why Nikko and myself are both laying up.
And we know this guy has the power to get there. He's going Halo Destroyer. Oh my gosh. That is just roped.
Yeah, it was.
And it just drifted just a little bit to the right.
Dude, he may have been long OB if you hit the line. That was there's so much height and speed on that. It's unreal. I love the sidearm play. Now just sit.
Oh, that was just worst shot of the day for sure. Just kind of burned it over into the ground. But still, like you said, I mean, I'm in a great position to get up and down.
Probably
for
a
the
sidearm from there, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. A couple posts to miss, but that's it.
Johnny's kind of got one of those trees that he forces him into a little hyzer. And just a little low. He's going to have a circle 2 for his par.
That one tricked me out. It seemed like he could have went wider and had more ceiling.
And I'm loving this. And I square up one of those little poles, dude. It's going to be like 20-footer, and now I got a 50-footer.
Man. I wouldn't have handled that very well.
Nikko playing it perfect, just like he drew it up.
If he gets a little bit more distance on that little mid-range of a drive, he could even give it a little bid. Sonic from Garrett, another run at the can.
Dude, it was perfect angle. It was just a little low.
Yeah.
Oh. Man, he looked like such a good putt from behind him. He dunked it on that right side, and it just kind of swung it out. That's tough bogeys for Johnny and myself. Kind of slowing the roll a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Bogeys they're tough to handle on the tour, man.
They're hard to get back on a course like this.
Yeah, you start thinking like, oh, what do I even have left?
Yeah.
Like,
Horrible catch.
Yeah, Johnny's gonna be frustrated with that one. No reason for that.
wow. One of the all-time great throwers right there.
So you guys kind of evening the playing field here on our card just a little bit.
Yeah.
Bringing it to 5s and 4s.
we're headed straight up this hill. It's only 350, but it probably plays more like 420, 430.
Even more.
Yeah?
Even more.
Yeah, it's a crush to get up here, and you kind of have to throw a hyzer.
Yeah, it's a hyzer flip shot.
Yeah, you don't have much room to work with on that left side or the right side. Very unique birdie hole right here.
Mm-hmm. I love this hole, man. Oh my goodness. This hole is so awesome.
Left. Left.
He's,
in a
yeah,
hurry.
it's going to get left enough. He didn't have the distance, really. I mean, he's going to be 70 feet and hyzer putt pretty much regardless.
Yeah, Garrett's really the only one on the card that I picture, like, parking the hole.
Yeah, he could ace run this hole.
Get something to flip up real late. I think he's going wraith right here.
Such a common mistake.
I'm just super bummed to see it go early left right there, but you're right, it is common when you're trying to hyzer flip it up that hill. And JohnE McCray's going giant. He's been throwing this great all day long.
I thought you meant he's like going big here. He's actually throwing the giant.
The West Side Giant, yeah.
Look at that, though. This is making me a little salty because I made the same mistake as Garrett.
Yeah.
And all you have, and I know it, all you have to do is just hyzer it up there and you're going to have a circle 2 look like you're doing right here, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't throw far, and I'm going to be circle 2 right here.
50 feet?
Yeah, for sure.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
We can't be making that mistake.
And you're there from 50 feet all day, Kev.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, no doubt. Yeah, so that's a mistake from Garrett here. But, like I said, really common mistake. The other mistake would be to go where Nikko kind of almost went. Tough action.
A little tester right there.
30 feet.
Oh, yeah, Nikko doesn't really have much right here. And I've been close, and I'm feeling confident with this one. You know, sometimes the basket just feels bigger. Kind of deciding that I want to step with that left foot first.
Get up. Oh, very valiant effort right there. Okay, why, Johnny?
I don't know, Kev.
Why?
I really don't understand it because he's wide open. I don't know if he's doing it for the crowd.
Let's go!
Kev has left the room. Can't believe it. Maybe the putt of the year so far. JohnE McCray turbo putt, 60 feet up the hill.
Johnny, why?
Dude.
A 60-footer uphill, wide open, nothing in the way. Why do you go turbo putt?
Dude, this sport is magic, Kevin. I can't believe it. Maybe we'll never understand how confident he is with that putt.
Yeah, it's got to be the reason. I wish you guys could have seen my reaction there. Easily the most spectacular, surprising moment in my commentary career. I don't get it. I don't get it.
And that's to keep pace with the leader of the tournament right there.
Wow.
He's not messing around.
No. Joe, I would like to apologize for almost breaking your headphones right there. He says it's all good, though.
Kev ripped him off. He just seriously couldn't believe it. Oh, that is a tough 4 for Double G to take right there on that uphill par 3.
Sure is.
This is too much fun. This has been such a fun card to watch and commentate on, and a fun card to play on. I mean,
Yeah.
just so happy we're still able to play disc golf during these times.
Yeah, we're lucky. It's nice to be out there. You saw our foot 5s there. Hopefully see many more of those. as we try to keep playing throughout this quarantine.
This one is very interesting here. This Mando completely changes the hole and forces you into the backhand Annie. We're going to see some rollers for sure. Another one it's definitely possible to get, but it's an extraordinary 2.
I mean, the roller is perfect for it.
Yeah,
if you really execute a perfect roller, it's going to possibly be inside the circle. So there's no doubt about it being reachable. It's absolutely reachable. Yeah, Johnny's just lit right there. Just lit up.
And there was a big crowd at the top of that hill in the parking lot, so a ton of people got to see that turbo putt.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome, dude.
They probably went nuts. People love turbo putts, much less from 60 feet. Unheard of.
Johnny's definitely laying this roller down, and it looks perfect.
It does. It looks pretty good. That had a lot of cut. Flippy disc does him well, though.
So you want it to look a little more up and down?
That was good. His disc was flippy enough to where no problem.
Okay.
If it was my disc on that angle, I'd probably be out of bounds.
Out of bounds, straight.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm throwing a slightly more overstable roller.
And Nikko definitely no stranger to the roller.
That's got a lot of cut, too. Goodness.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's going out into the road and then curling back.
And
that's
he got safe,
too.
didn't he?
Sometimes when they get on that cement, they'll kind of just fall out from underneath themselves.
Right.
And I don't have the roller in the arsenal still, and I'm throwing something I don't think anyone else is throwing on this hole.
No way they are.
And I'm like an inch above the ground.
Oh, my gosh.
All the way down there. I'm stoked about that.
Dude, I like that a lot. You have to come so close to the shrubbage on the right side, huh?
It's a 2-foot gap, dude. It's tiny.
Oh, my gosh. That's cool, though. Like, when it's really windy, the roller's uncomfortable. Garrett's going as big as possible.
Oh, just got that
Still working, though.
early right side, but you can see how much power this dude has. It continues to roll. And they're all just in prime position for a little chip shot.
Yeah, like they didn't get all the distance that they would have hoped, but they got all the distance that they need for a birdie. Now it's time to just judge this downgrade as you do beautifully.
That's the new tactic from Discmania, and it's money. Forehand approach disc all day.
Johnny with the jump putt. He's going to be 15 feet. Garrett from a knee. Any idea why he did that?
Low ceiling. That low ceiling that was right in front of him.
Okay. And Nikko being all the way on that road, like safe and on that road, Nikko was in an ideal position.
Johnny is having a good time out here. Moving to 7 under par.
Are we looking at a start birdie here?
Yeah, we are.
It's a well done job from our card right here. This hole had some wind whipping up through the hill, making rollers unpredictable. That's why we saw a lot of shorter rollers, though. Short rollers kind of turned over real quick. All of our players are going to be happy with those. And now we are moving on to the 2, what would you call, substitution holes.
Right, so holes 2 and 3, they kind of flooded, and there was talks of us playing it and talks of us not playing it, and then we got some bad news the day of, and a lot of these players, they didn't get to really practice these holes, so it was pretty unfortunate, but here they are. This one, 525 feet, and it's pretty much forces you into an Anheuser out over the out of bounds here.
If there was a hole that you wanted to practice, Nate, a blind 500-foot turnover hole with OB on the left side is up there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Luckily, I played this hole 2 years ago, so I've got a decent memory of it. And it's a hard 2. Like, if you're getting a 2 on this hole, you're a champ.
It's incredible. And Johnny is going giant, and this is perfect angle out of his hand. Look at this. It's going to get the flex, dude. He's going to have a 45-footer.
Beyond impressive, guys. Beyond impressive. Not even like he didn't have a ton of height on it, did he?
No.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's a master of the angles. And Nikko is going sky roller. He goes over the top of these trees right here.
I dig that line a lot.
Yeah.
And I know what you're saying. Nate is saying, all right, y'all, I am not taking a 4 here.
Not taking a 4. I don't want nothing to do with an Annie over that out of bounds.
Right on, dude. I'm with you. Solid. Another flick from there probably, and you're going to call it a day. Maybe tactic from there, or?
I think I'm going to go FD3.
Okay, a little further.
Garrett has the same disc that he rolled on the last par 4. And he's lining up something pretty vertical as well.
That looks like a roller as well.
Look at him surfing that
No
OB
way.
line right there, dude.
Okay, and then right to that pin. That's a 3. It should be a 3. A little up and down from there.
No.
A little sawed off.
Whoa!
What is going on right now? Oh my God. Nate, watching it on film too, I'm like, that could hit it. I mean, it's sawed off, but that's right at it.
Dude, it was almost no chains, Kev.
Mania.
Dude, so much fun to see your disc go in from that far away. It's so much fun.
Nothing like it. It's like the basket gets in the way or something and traps the disc there.
Hand sanitizer was used following those celebratory high fives.
Man, that is so crazy, dude. Oh my gosh. I thought for a second Garrett had another chance. Man, I apologize to you headphone users out there. Probably got you good, but we've got Joe over here, the sound professional.
Yeah, there was a lot of noise right there for sure.
He'll
and from the
muffle me
crowd
out.
too, just getting so stoked on it.
Yeah.
And that's Johnny's look for
birdie.
2 with an air shot.
Yeah.
I'm just so impressive, man.
I mean, you 2'd it with a sidearm, dude. Sidearm air shot. That is so wild. Good putt, Johnny. He's actually looks really stoked with that one. Yeah, okay. He's really stoked about that.
Yeah. You know when Johnny's having a good time when he's pulling his disc out of the basket and just running around.
Yeah.
He's 48 years old and he's running around.
Yeah. I do the
jumping
same
up
thing.
and clicking his heels.
Yeah.
Nice birdie.
Yeah, I really don't know what to say, man. The course was just showing me so much love. And I just couldn't believe that disc went in the basket, man. Keeping pace with Johnny, though.
Man, thank you for all these surprises too. This is nice. I'm watching this for the first time and this is fun.
All right, the second.
Yep. Moving on to the second substitution hole. This one pretty much the opposite of the hole before as far as this one's very straightforward.
Yeah, 325, dead straight. The hillside kind of slopes right to left toward that OB, and there was a bunch of wind, kind of left to right, headwind a little bit.
Yeah. Probably like 10 mile per hour, maybe, wind. So nothing like wild like we have dealt with, but something that will affect your disc.
Yeah, definitely got to think about it.
Sidearm has to be the best play here.
I think so.
Like it has to be.
But look at what the wind's doing to my disc, dude.
No.
It like almost broke it over completely. Straightened it out just enough to put me outside the circle on that long left side.
What did you throw there?
That was my stable cloud breaker.
There must have been some crazy whipping wind up in there that you threw into that you might not have felt. Backhand's a good play here too. It's just lace it forward.
It's a putter again.
Putter's fine. I like that a lot, actually.
And he played that wind perfectly, and that is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful disc off right there. Nikko likes the forehand.
Nikko should be pretty good with this one as well. It's right in his wheelhouse.
Perfect for him to just go all hyzer.
Yeah, he'll probably pop it on like a flat or a little Anheuser angle here off of his release. Really flat release. Gonna be high right on the basket. Not bad. Into the headwind though, he'll probably spin putt that.
Garrett's going with that fresh Color Glow Rock 3. So smooth.
One tree to miss, and he does, and he is parked. Beautiful touch from Garrett right there. No fun. Tailwind putt, I think, with a knee. From outside the circle. Almost directed it on the right line. Just a little late release. So Nikko, no spin putt.
Oh, no. That's a tough miss right there.
Sure is.
Look at that follow through on that putter shot. Again, thanks to OTB Discs for sponsoring this coverage. This one's tricky, man. Hole 17, 430. You got the Mando. Left of that pole, it keeps everyone from just going wide hyzer to it.
These hole graphics are phenomenal from Parsave. Is anybody doing that yet?
Highlighting that OB like
Yeah.
that? I haven't seen it too often.
I suppose maybe Jomas has done that. But either way, it looks really good. I feel like it gives you a nice representation of the hole. Johnny catching a tree there. If he's smart, he lays up, takes an easy par. The optimal play for this hole is a crushed Anheuser that has overstability.
Yo.
Is gonna possibly have some road play on the right side.
Over the top of the trees, left of the Mando.
Yeah. That's an unbelievably hard shot to execute.
And Garrett is actually lining up what I think is a T-bird, and he's going left side, late flip. And I really loved it. He just caught one of those trees. I mean, it's such a unique one because it goes a little bit uphill at first and then back downhill, so it's kind of hard to see the gap that's low.
Right, so are you attacking this for birdie here?
For sure. I'm going through that same gap that Garrett just tried to go through, and I'm just kind of turning it a little bit, and there is a small gap around that first tree.
Not bad result. Maybe some roll there at the end. I like the sidearm play as well. The backhand play is just too technical to execute for me, it seems like. But for my sidearm, I have to come really close to the hill that we have to crest.
Yeah, you got to throw it low to hit that.
Like within a foot or two.
Yeah, totally.
Is ideal.
No, I've definitely thrown it right into that hill before.
Yeah, I don't want to do that, but you got to come close to it. So I like the sidearm play a lot, though.
And Nikko is going after that line that you were talking about. This is that high force over, and this should be right in his.
It is. He's up there.
A little nose up, I think, and it just kind of slowed it down.
Tailwind on this one. Yeah, could affect it as well.
This is such a big birdie. I mean, you could almost say it's a bonus birdie.
Easily.
Just a handful of twos on the day.
Johnny did run that. Garrett laying up a Sonic.
And that road right there is OB all the way around the basket. So if you're not close, it definitely comes into play when you're attacking for birdie.
Oh yeah.
Like Nikko really has to think about whether he wants to run this or not, because anything that touches metal and moves on the ground is likely going to find the OB.
Or an air ball. air balls will often find OB as well. And
Yeah. And I'm left with that just really tricky distance with my spin putt. I'm like, can't really decide if I want to do it.
Yeah,
Just a
there's
super
no way
timid
you're
putt.
laying that up, though. After
Yeah.
the way that you've attacked the whole round,
Yeah.
not a chance are you going to sit there and lay that up. Just having watched what's happened this entire round, the
Sure.
love that you've got on the course and
Yeah.
stuff. Man, this one makes me want to throw up, though. I took a double bogey on this hole yesterday from running that putt, actually.
Hitting and rolling in.
Not even hitting, airballing, and
Yeah.
just creeping right out of bounds. Huge mistake. And so you'll see these guys take pars, and that is going to be A-okay on this hole,
all
like
day.
you said.
Yeah.
Bonus birdie.
Especially when, I mean, we kind of have an idea what the numbers are in the clubhouse, you know?
Right. But that's going to bring us to the final hole of our first round.
Going from that back tee pad right here, these flyovers are sweet. So really you want to get one out to the top of the hill, and we are going all the way across the soccer field down here, down and by this creek. This is a really awesome par 5 with a ton of potential for the Eagle 3. I love this hole, dude.
Yeah, it's one of the best par 5s in the world.
You heard it from Kev Jones, one of the best in the world. And Johnny is going driver, and he wants to get out into that left side, and he is stoked about that.
He's stoked about it.
Yeah.
I like the play. If you finish out left out there, you're in the wide open,
Mhm.
all the room in the world to work with. But that eagle shot would be like otherworldly if he were to hit that.
Yeah, absolutely. And Garrett just, I mean, he barely moves his body, and that thing is just on a line, and it just drifted right into that tree. He's going to have a pretty pinched position right there.
What disc is this?
That's CD3. I'm also kind of looking for a stable finish to get out to that left side, and I clipped that middle tree.
Did you ever try sidearm up the tee here?
I did, yeah. I definitely was thinking about it. Are you going sidearm?
It depends on the wind. I feel like today we had that left to right wind, so maybe it's not very favorable for the sidearm. Did that come into play for you?
Yeah, absolutely. But you're talking about like punching one all the way out the gap.
Not necessarily,
Okay.
actually. I wouldn't really like to do that because if you go land on that downslope, that's going to be hard.
Look at this shot, guys. This is so high. He put it up in the wind perfectly. Oh, we can't even see it flying right now, but from out of position, he threw it 550 feet, and he has a 50-footer for Eagle 3. I mean, just a signature Garrett Gurthie bomb right there.
10 out of 10 level shot there. There's not much to say about it. That shot is so hard to do.
And you couldn't really see it, but it's significantly downhill, so all these shots are way up in the air, and there's a ton of wind up there. Nikko is actually going sky roller here.
Okay, I'm okay with that play. He gets into the middle of the field, and now he has one shot to execute for a birdie. I like this sidearm here. Hit it on a hyzer and just let it do a lot of flying.
And I really like the left side over here. The further left you are, there's a wide open sidearm approach into the green for
That's
a birdie 4.
Very smart of you.
This is JohnE McCray from way back.
Get stable.
Does need to get stable.
Oh, and it's through the gap. He's going to have 55, maybe 60 feet left for a 3.
For eagle. Fantastic shot.
And so Nikko's front and center, but you can see there's like 4 guardian trees that if you hit those, you're dropping down to a 50-footer. Oh.
Those trees make this hole so good. And that's a great play from you. Veteran play. Much respect there. Johnny for eagle. This would put him at 10 under par, which is a really good score. Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude.
This has been one of my favorite rounds to watch, dude. JohnE McCray, 48 years old, everybody. He didn't even jump it.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
I'm not sure why he didn't turbo it.
That's the real question, Nate. That's the real question. Was it not uphill enough?
This is just so much fun. I love this game. Give it to him.
Oh, one more Sonic bid.
Dude, he was so close all day with that. 4 of them. Within a foot or so.
Nikko here. This is for birdie.
This is for birdie to shoot a respectable 6 down. This is right outside the circle. I believe he's going to do one of those kind of running jump. Stab it in there.
The laser. A good putt from you right there, Nate, and a solid round.
Nice round, Johnny.
And Garrett as well, putting himself at 6 under. Nothing wrong with that. Within striking distance.
Yeah, absolutely. Those 6 downs were rated 1021. The 8 down was 1037, and JohnE McCray's 10 under par was 1054, but good enough to tie him with Lear Kale LaVisca. What a great 18 holes that was, man. So much fun to commentate with you. Thank you to Parsay Productions. Thanks you to Gotta Go, Gotta Throw, OTB, and Discmania for sponsoring the Silver Cup. We will see you guys in round 2.
Yeah, come catch us for round 2. Looking forward to it.